Myself, Hariva Prasad Damarla, retired Deputy General Manager from BSNL and ex-adjunct professor, EC Department, PSCMR College of Engineering and Technology, Vijayawada, AP. In earlier session, we have discussed about the first part of GSM services and channels. Now we will continue our discussion on the second part of GSM service and channels. In the first part, we have discussed the various service facilities available to the subscriber or the user in GSM network. And we have also seen the GSM channels regarding traffic channels. Now the second part of our discussion contains the discussion on the control channels. As we know, control channels are also known as signaling channels. Control or signaling channels carry data pertaining to signaling and synchronization information between the base station and the mobile station. So it contains signaling information and synchronization information between BS and MS. So as indicated in the diagram, they are further categorized into three varieties. They are further classified into broadcast channel BCH, common control channel CCCH, dedicated control channel DCCH. So there are three varieties as far as control bar signaling channels are concerned. Now we will discuss one after the other. First we will look into broadcast channels. Under the head control channels, we will study about broadcast channels. Broadcast channels are transmitted in the downlink only. That these channels are meant for downlink or the forward link. That means these channels are from base station to mobile station only. They are used to broadcast synchronization and general information to all the mobile stations within a cell, such as location identity, LAI, and maximum power control. So these broadcast channels, they contain the information of synchronization and general information to all the mobiles within the same cell or base station, so such as LAI and maximum power control. So here the meaning of maximum power control means it is like this: depending upon the physical location of the mobile station within the cell, so the power to be transmitted by the mobile station is controlled. If it is far away with reference to the base station, so it has to transmit at high power. So this condition is also applicable to base station. When base station is transmitting a signal to the mobile station, if the mobile station is far away, it has to transmit the signal pertaining to that mobile station which is far away at a higher level. If the mobile station is nearer to base station, so it will be transmitting at lower power because the distance to be traveled is less. And further, these broadcast channels are classified into three categories as shown in the diagram. One is BCCH, Broadcast Control Channel. The second one is FCCH, which stands for Frequency Correction Channel. The third one is SCH, Synchronization Channel. So we will study one after the other. Then these broadcast channels, as we have already seen, contains three varieties: broadcast control channel, frequency correction channel, and synchronization channel. Broadcast, now we will study about broadcast control channel, which is abbreviated as BCCH. BCCH is used to broadcast control information or signal information to every mobile station in the cell. So it is the general information available to all the mobile stations in the cell, in a given cell. BCCH is used by the base station in a GSM network to send information about the identity of the network. So it will send the information about the identification of the network. The information is used by the mobile to get access to the network. So the general information is required for the mobile to get access to the mobile network. The information includes mobile network code, that is MNC, which we have studied, the local area code, LAC, and a list of frequencies used by the neighboring cells. So the information available in the broadcast control channel pertains to mobile network code, MNC, LAC, location area code, and the frequency used in the adjoining or neighboring cells. So not only about this cell, about the adjacent cells frequencies information is also transmitted via BCCH to the mobile stations. It is transmitted in the downlink and it is a point to multi-point transmission. So since base station transmits the information to all the mobiles in its jurisdiction, so naturally it is a downlink or forward link, and it is from one point to many points, that is one base station to so many mobile stations within that cell area. So that's why it is known as point to multi-point transmission. Then we will study about the second type of broadcast channels, that is frequency correction channel, which is abbreviated as FCCH, this one. FCCH is used for frequency correction of a mobile station with reference to the base station. Always the frequency of the mobile station is to be corrected or is to be aligned with the frequencies of the base station. Whatever the frequencies base station is transmitting is to be taken as the reference by the mobile station for proper reception of the information. For this purpose, base station provides a unique tone of 67.7 kHz for the mobile stations. So this synchronization or frequency correction happens based on a reference frequency transmitted by the base station to all the mobile stations, and the frequency is 67.7 kHz. In analog communication, in carrier bar coaxial systems, we used to align with the 4 kHz carrier frequency. This stone is used to synchronize the local clock of the mobile receiver MS with the base station. This is needed to correctly extract the information, as I already told you. So the reference frequency is required to synchronize the frequencies of the mobile station with respect to the base station frequencies for appropriate and exact and correct extraction of information that is being transmitted and received by the mobile station. It is transmitted on the downlink because it is from base station to mobile station and is a point to multi-point transmission. It is also a point to multi-point. The point, one point is base station, multi-point means number of mobile stations within the zone of the specific base station. Now, within the broadcast channels, the third type of control channel is synchronization channel, which is abbreviated as SCH. SCH allows the mobile station to synchronize the time with the base station. So there should be a synchronization with respect to the time between the mobile station and the base station. So mobile station has to follow the reference time given by the base station for which it is attached or latched. It is transmitted on the downlink. So it is transmitted from base station to the mobile stations. SCH is transmitted point to multi-point like other two. SCH provides information to the mobile stations to search for the base stations and identify them and then synchronize with them. So it helps in identifying the base stations and to synchronize with the base station. So the timing of the mobile station should be exact replica of the time of the base station. Then, now after seeing the broadcast channels, we will see common control channels under the head control channels. Common control channels, which stands for CCCH, are used by the MS during the paging and access. So these channels are required for the MS during the paging and access. Paging means an alert for incoming call and an alert for SMS and for access also. To access the mobile network, that is access the base station and further network elements. So these common control channels are required. So these common control channels are further classified into 4 categories like this. So we will see what are all the 4 categories. Category A, RACH, which stands for Random Access Channel. Then PCH, Paging Channel. The C, AGCH, Access Grant Channel. Then CBCH, Cell Broadcast Channel. So we will study about these 4 type of common control channels, one after the other. So in this side, we will discuss about 2 types of common control channels. So that is about random access channel and paging channel. First we will see what is random access channel, which is abbreviated as RACH. RACH, that is the random access channel, is transmitted by the mobile when it wishes to access the network. Whenever the mobile station wants to access the network, either for voice communication or for SMS. So it is the mobile station transmits on RACH some control information. This occurs when the mobile wishes to make a call or to respond to a page. So this is required when mobile wishes to make a call or respond to a page, means respond to an incoming call or SMS, whatever it may be. So that is the importance of random access channel. Now we will see the paging channel. PCH, paging channel, is transmitted by the BTS when it wishes to contact a mobile for an incoming call or an SMS. So this is conversely required paging channel with reference to random access channel. When BTS wants to contact a mobile for an incoming call or an SMS, so this paging channel is useful from base station to mobile station. Whenever the base station wants to contact the mobile station for an incoming call or for an SMS. The PCH transmits the IMSI of the targeted mobile station along with a request for acknowledgement. So what it does, the base station transmits in PCH channel the IMSI number of the targeted mobile station. So to which mobile it wants to contact. It is uniquely identified by the International Mobile Subscriber Identity Number, and it also seeks acknowledgement from the mobile station. So whether it is information is received or not. So it the MS has to acknowledge about the receipt of the information from the base station. Then only communication happens. Now, in this slide, we will see other two common control channels, that is access grant channel and cell broadcasting channel. AGCH, access grant channel, carries the instructions to the mobile to operate in a particular physical channel time slot. AGCH is used by the network to grant or deny the access to the mobile. So through RACH random access channel, the mobile is requesting the network, please allow me into the network. I want to make a call or I want to send a message. So the access is to be granted by the network. So through this AGCH, the access is granted to the mobile. So it contains the information about the physical channel. So on a particular frequency, on which time slot it is to be connected. The mobile is to be connected to a specific time slot that is indicated through AGCH, access grant channel. It is used by the network to grant or deny. Suppose there is no channel available, so then it cannot grant access to the network. So it is to be declined. So it should not be allowed, or maybe due to some other reason. If the that is not a valid mobile or something in the observation list, or if it is in the stolen, something like that, it should not be allowed into the network. Then we will see about the cell broadcasting channel. Cell broadcasting channel is used to transmit message to all the mobiles within a cell. So whenever some general information is to be sent to all the mobiles in a BTS area, so this cell broadcasting channel is used. This can be used for commercial purpose also. So telecom service providers, they make use of these channels to notify them when they are in a particular, say for example, in a business or in a something like a multiplex area, you may get information. So you are within nearer to so and so multiplex or so and so shopping mall, like that. So it can be used for commercial purpose also. Now we will see the other variety of control channels, which are known as dedicated control channels. So here also we have three types. We will see one by one. First, we will try to understand what is the meaning of dedicated control channel. Signaling information is carried between MS and BS using associated control channels during or not during a call, that is in idle condition. Okay, so signal information is to be carried between the BS and MS. That means both way. By using associated control channels where during the call or in idle condition also, even during the progress of the call or even the mobile is in idle condition also, some exchange of information has to take place, or the signal information has to take place in between the mobile station and the base station. They are bidirectional channels. Since the information exchange takes place from MS to BS and also BS to MS, they are known as bidirectional channels. So they are classified into three categories. Here they are given what is shown in this diagram. SDCCH, standalone dedicated control channel. Standalone dedicated control channel. SACCH, slow associated control channel. The third one is FACCH, fast associated control channel. Fast associated control channel. One is slow associated, other one is fast associated. This one is, the first one is standalone dedicated control channel. So we will see one after the other. So we will study about the standalone dedicated channel. SDCCH, that is standalone dedicated control channel. Direction is in both uplink and downlink, and it is point to point. So it is used in both forward and reverse link, and it is point to point. The SDCCH carries signaling data for the connection of MS with BTS, and just before a traffic channel TCH is assigned to the MS by the BTS. BTS has to allocate the traffic channel to the mobile station. So the SDCH carries the signaling data for the connection of MS to BTS. So the details of the traffic channel to which it is to be latched, the mobile station is to be latched, is available in SDCCH. So it is sent by the BTS. BTS assigns the traffic channel. The BS base station switches to the assigned SDCCH and used for call setup and signaling for purpose also. So the base station also uses SDCCH for setting up of the call when the user makes a call. The MS switches to the assigned SDCCH and call setup is performed. So the business of MS is to switch to the assigned SDCH and call setup is performed. Then the MS receives a traffic channel assignment information, carrier and time slot. So MS receives the information of the specific time slot which is allotted to it. So that is nothing but a time slot in a carrier. Now we will see about the slow associated control channel, SACH. SACCH. Slow associated channel is an uplink and downlink. That's why it is called bidirectional and point-to-point channel. It is a point-to-point channel. It happens in both the directions. That is MS to BS and BS to MS. Base station instructs the MS on the allowed transmitter power and parameters for the time advancement. SACH is also used for SMS during the call. So BS instructs the MS on the allowed transmitter power, at what power it has to transmit depending upon the distance at which it is located with reference to the base stations, and depending upon the time required for the signal to transmit from the mobile station to the base station also, some instruction will be given regarding the timing advancement. SACH is used for SMS during call. When the call is in progress also, you can get the SMS, which you can see afterwards, after finishing off your call or whenever you wish. So this slow associated common control channel is used for SMS purpose also. MS sends averaged measurements of its own base transceiver station about the signal strength and quality of the signal and neighboring BTSS signal strength. Already we have studied the business of the MS is to measure the signal strength of 6 base stations, including its own, and should report to the network for any handover requirements. The MS continues to use SACCH for this purpose during a call. During the call, the user may be moving from one point to other point. So always it has to update the network about the signal strength and quality of the signal it is receiving, not only from its own base station for which it is connected, from the adjacent base stations also, for any handover requirement or request and handover taking place. Then we will see about the third one, fast associated channel. FACCH, that is fast associated control channel, is an uplink and downlink channel. This is also a bidirectional channel. MS transmits necessary handover information to access. So any request based on the measurements, the MS mobile station may request the network for handover. BS base station transmits handover information. Suppose handover is permitted, then base station has to send the handover information to which base station or which sector it has to be connected. This handover information is transmitted from BS to MS. The FACH gains access to a time slot by stealing frames from the traffic channel to which it is assigned. This is done by setting 2 special bits called stealing bits in a traffic channel forward direction. If the stealing bits are set, the time slot contains fast associated control data, otherwise it is a traffic channel. Now here I am displaying the GSM channels at a glance. So GSM channels are of 2 types. One is physical, the other one is logical. Physical is nothing but the time slot in a carrier, and logical channels are further classified into traffic channels and control channels. First, we will see the traffic channels. We have seen the traffic channels are further classified into full rate and off rate. Under full rate speech and full rate data channels are available. Under off rate, we have off rate speech and off rate data channels are available. Then coming to control channels, we have three varieties of control channels. One is broadcast channels, the second one is common control channels, the third one is dedicated control channels. Under broadcast channels, we have three types: broadcast control channel, frequency correction channel, and synchronization channel. Then under common control channel, there are four types: random access channel requested by the mobile station, paging channel, information sent by the base station to all the mobile stations, access grant channel, when random access through random access, when MS is requesting, access will be granted through access grant channel, and self-broadcasting channel is for broadcasting the information to all the mobile stations or the mobiles within a cell. Then we have seen the dedicated control channels, which are standalone dedicated channel, slow associated control channel we have seen fast associated control channel also we have seen. This plays a major role in handovers. This is for SMS during the call. So this is at a glance about the classification of GSM channels. I hope you like my video. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, for which link is provided here. So thank you. With this, we will conclude the discussion on GSM services and GSM channels.